Sadly, in Italy, racism and soccer go hand in hand. You have players with food being hurled at them, racist chants being screamed by fans, banners depicting Nazi symbols and hateful messages. And what's really disheartening about this is that this hate is rooted for hundreds of years for some of these fans. Aside from color in Italy, merely being from a different city or from a different region can have you targeted for bigotry. For example, Siena and Florence are relatively close to each other in Italy, but they still have fans that argue and feud and fight at games over a battle that took place in the 12 and 1500s. So needless to say, there's a faction of fans in Italy that do not like fellow Italians. So they certainly aren't too keen on having players from outside their country, let alone a player or a fan of another color. There have been incidents this past season involving two players in particular, one being Mario Balotelli, whose parents were born in Ghana and moved to Italy, where he was born and raised, and one being Prince Boateng, a German with Ghanaian roots. Both teams play for club AC Milan, which is in Serie A, which is Italy's top soccer division. Once while playing a friendly in a small Italian town, Boateng was the victim to a racist chant. Fans were making direct eye contact with him, making racist monkey chants, which forced Prince to take his jersey off and refuse to continue the match, which he was followed by with his teammates. Upon leaving the match, the fans were screaming at him and heckling him, but the rest of the fans stood up and applauded his action. So this was a nice gesture. There was another game where Mario Balotelli, every time he would receive the ball, the fans would shout out A-E-I-O-U-U-U, another a monkey chant to make fun of Mario Telly being of dark skin. The game was paused, the fans were warned, and then the game was allowed to be played out. Many attribute these thoughts and actions to past ideologies. Many attribute it to being allowed due to the new government that Berlusconi has brought in. Some believe that he has allowed officials of fascist ways, such as Mussolini's granddaughter, to become a senator, to come into power, and this is changing and allowing old ways to come back. Some believe these actions to just be a defiant last stand by the stubborn with old ideologies, because Italy truly has changed for the better, while others believe something new and rotten is arising from something old which was already rotten. While I cannot speak too well on the political aspect of Italy and how this ties into that, I can tell you that something must be done pertaining to these racist chants and insults and bananas thrown at players. It's appalling, it's embarrassing, demoralizing, and downright awful as a fan to watch, and I can only imagine as a fan who's there or a player experiencing it how terrible this must be. Sadly, the only way I can see true change being made is the fines and the sanctions and the penalties must be raised, because if you hit them in the wallet, change will happen. Teams who are worth hundreds of millions, or at least millions for smaller of clubs, get fined tens of thousands, and this is supposed to encourage and make change? I say good luck with that. We need to come down harder so they do not bring us down and bring us back to old ways. Say no to racism.